Hi everyone, happy Thursday. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Um, it is the Thursday live, and I'm well, as always, I'm always excited to share this stuff with you guys. But today we're going to talk about meditation. I'm going to go through a brief overview of why meditation is important or beneficial, and I'm going to actually lead you through a short meditation. I really created this for people who have never tried meditation before, for people who think they hate meditation, or for people who feel like they can't meditate. Maybe you've tried it before and you're like, I just can't do that. My brain doesn't do that. It doesn't work. So this, if that describes you, this is for you. If you are someone who has meditated in the past and really enjoyed it, or who meditates regularly now, this is also for you. Who knows? This could be a kind of meditation that you've never done before. There are many different types of meditation, so I really would recommend you sticking around and trying it out. This is one of my favorites, especially when I first started meditating. This was one of my favorites, and we'll get into why that is in just a minute. So, if you don't know me, if you're new to the group, my name is Erin. I am a wellness coach. I help women who are feeling too busy to take care of themselves. I help women who are suffering from burnout or see that they're on their way to being in a place of burnout. And I help women really get in touch with their bodies, with their emotional and mental states, and discover the things that they need to do for their unique selves to feel better. Often this encompasses weight loss, but sometimes it's about other stuff too. Sometimes it's just about rediscovering yourself and figuring out how to truly, truly, truly care for yourself. So that's what I do. And meditation is one of those things. So let's go ahead and hop into it. I'm just going to pull up my notes because if you've been here before, you know I don't like to forget things. I like to make sure I'm sharing everything with you. So, okay, so here we go. And of course, feel free if you have any questions or comments about this, leave them in the comments below. And I always, always, always love to hear back from you, what you think about this, what your experience was like with this, especially with this one, because I'm going to get you to actually meditate. And I want to know what that experience is like for you. So if you're watching this right now and you're driving, then go ahead and listen to it, but maybe do the meditation portion of it. While you're in a place that's quiet and still, because you're gonna need to be in a quiet, still place. Maybe no kids running around. So if you're not in that place now, please feel free to listen to the short preamble about meditation, but then come back and do the meditation later. Okay, so meditation. The fact of the matter is that most of us go through life on autopilot. We tend to have little to no present awareness of what we're doing in the moment. And if you're like feeling bad as I'm saying this, please don't. I don't want you to feel guilty about this. It's very common. It's really how most of us live. And it's actually our brain's way of conserving energy. So most of us live lives that are so full of action and stimuli that we would actually be in a constant state of nervous breakdown if we didn't go into autopilot. But there is, so it serves us and helps us, this autopilot, but there is a downside. And one of the downsides of it is that it can make change incredibly, incredibly difficult because change requires awareness. And most of us no longer know how to live in a place of awareness. So meditation is the practice of present time awareness. That's it. That's all meditation is. And it really paves the way for making change in life easier. And if you are trying to lose weight, or if you are trying to just discover and cultivate a sustainable, healthy lifestyle, then you're probably going to have to make some changes, right? So the other thing that meditation helps with is that learning, if we're trying to make those healthy changes, listening to the cues of our body is really, really, really essential to develop a healthy lifestyle that works for each of us, because we're all a bit different, right? And most of us have no idea how to do that, how to listen to our bodies. And meditation, especially certain meditation practices, can really help us embody our physical selves, and that makes listening to our bodies a lot easier. Another great thing that meditation is good for is that it lowers cholesterol, or sorry, it potentially lowers cholesterol, but it definitely lowers cortisol levels and your stress response. If you're trying to lose weight, high cortisol levels or out of whack cortisol levels and having that stress response turned on constantly is often responsible for that stubborn belly fat and other hormonal imbalance issues. So lowering those is really, really good for your health, okay? And I could go on, like there's studies have been shown that meditation, I just mentioned about the stress hormones, but also people who regularly meditate tend to have better cardiovascular health, lower rates of diabetes, lower rates of burnout, lower rates of depression and anxiety, better insulin levels. So it's so impactful to your life, this meditation. And it has to do with that lowering those stress hormones. Basically, the scientific understanding at this point is that when we can consciously work to lower the stress response, it only has a good impact on our health and our bodies. So it doesn't matter if you're trying to lose weight, get healthier, if you're just trying to de-stress, or maybe you just want to be more present, like in your kids' lives or in your partner's lives, or watching your grandkids grow, or just more present in your own life, right? So cultivating a meditation practice will help you do all of those things. So, and let me be clear, like when I say cultivating a meditation practice, it doesn't mean that you have to meditate for an hour every day. Like 5 to 10 minutes of meditation, even a few times a week, is really a great place to start and will have positive impacts in your life. You'll notice that I keep mentioning the word meditation practice, and I would really like to reiterate that this is a practice. It can feel hard in the beginning, especially if you've never done it before. There is no right or wrong way of meditating. Every time you sit down to meditate, you are simply practicing being present, okay? And some days, if you start doing this regularly, some days might feel like an aha moment, and some days might feel like that present time awareness is completely out of reach. And those can be really difficult days, but ultimately just sitting down and giving it a go, like just sitting down and trying to access that present time awareness is the ticket to lowering those stress hormones. Even if you can't manage, you feel like you don't get there, okay? Just that the practice of doing it is beneficial. So let's go ahead and jump into this meditation. The meditation itself, it takes about 10 minutes. So I want to make sure that you're comfortable, that you're in a quiet place. This is really important, especially when we're starting out. If there's lots of commotion and insanity around, you don't want to be driving or things like that, right? So no distractions. If there is some noise, that's okay. You can put headphones in, or you can just meditate through the noise. Sometimes if I'm in a noisy environment, I actually use the sound in my meditation, but we're not going there today. That's different. So go ahead and just first of all make sure you're comfortable. So you can be sitting on the floor. You can be sitting in a chair. You can be lying down. Just make sure for this that you make sure that you're physically comfortable. And so your position, but also like the temperature in the room. Maybe you want to grab a blanket. Excuse me. Put a knee under your pillow under your knee if you're lying down. Make sure you're comfortable. I'll give you a second to do that just to get comfortable. And I'll just quickly talk about the meditation that we're going to do today while you get comfortable. But today we're going to do a visualization meditation. I like these, especially when people are starting out meditating, because stilling the mind, which is a part of meditation. A lot of people think that that's what meditation is about, is emptying the mind and having a completely blank, black mind. That's not actually what meditation is about. But stilling the mind kind of can be a part of it. Or as I like to say, it's not even about stilling the mind, it's about removing attachment from our thoughts. So this can feel really difficult when we're starting out and our mind can kind of race and go in all kinds of different directions. So doing a visualization meditation kind of gives the brain something to do. And that can be very helpful because then we're not necessarily ruminating on the past or the future. And we're just giving our brain something to do in the present moment, right? So that's what we're trying to focus on. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. If at any point you become physically uncomfortable, feel free to shift positions. If you're on the floor in a cross-legged position and your leg's falling asleep and that's distracting you from the visualization exercise, then feel free to move your leg. And if you notice your mind thinking about things other than the visualization, and there's a very good possibility that it will, that is okay. Just notice it happening and gently, without judgment, come back to my voice and come back to the visualization. So it's okay if your mind wanders a little bit, just notice when it happens. And as soon as you notice, it might take a minute for you to notice that it's even happening. But once you do, then no judgment, just come back to my voice and this visualization. Okay, so let's for reals go ahead and get started here. I'm just gonna move my cup because I'm gonna read this. Okay. So whether you're sitting or you're lying down, just begin by noticing the sensations in your body. Go ahead and close your eyes if you want. That can help. So maybe close your eyes. Notice the sensations that are happening in your body. If you're sitting, feel your feet connected to the ground and your sit bones connected to the ground or the chair. If you're lying down, just feel the bed or the floor supporting your body and the points of contact. Notice if there's any places in the body that feel particularly tight or where there's any stored energy, and just notice them without having to do anything about them, just that they're there. Now become aware of your breath. With each breath in, allow your focus to go deeper into your body. Nice long controlled breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth can help calm the nervous system. Take 3 breaths, and with each breath, try to ensure that the out breath is longer than the in breath. And you breathe in. Breathe in through your nose and from the belly. Now I'd like you to invite a tree to come into your mind. It can be any kind of tree. Maybe a tree that you're familiar with that's in your yard or one you used to play on as a child. It can be a tree that your imagination just comes up with. And just stand back and observe the tree. Notice the details of the tree. Its size. Is it alone? Are there other trees nearby? What season is the tree currently living in? Are there birds in the tree? Is there the sound of the wind through the leaves? How does the air smell? Now envision yourself moving closer to the tree. Move close enough to the tree to reach out and touch it. And now imagine yourself merging with the tree. You can either imagine that you are the tree, or just imagine what the tree itself feels like. And now take your awareness down inside the trunk. And imagine moving through to the roots. Follow the roots into the ground, noticing how deep they go, the feel of the soil. Is the soil rocky, sandy? Is it rich and loamy? Like the tree, allow all that is in the soil, all that is there to sustain and nourish the tree, to flow up into the roots. Maybe water or minerals. Perhaps just the energy from the earth. And allow this nourishment to flow all the way up the trunk. With each breath, allow the energy to flow higher and higher up the trunk, filling the branches right to the tips of the tree. Feel the bark and the wood receiving the nourishment from the earth, and the nourishment moving up and out into the branches to the very tips of the tree. Feel the air and the sunlight on the leaves of the tree. Now imagine the light collected by the leaves flowing down the branches to the trunk. The nourishment from the sunlight moving down the trunk to the roots. Slowly as it moves down, feel the tree filling with the light until it is down to the very fine hairs of the roots. Now feel the tree's connection to both the earth and the light. Feel the strength of the tree, deeply rooted, deeply nourished. And now, slowly, in a time that works for you, begin disconnecting from the tree and becoming aware of your own body. Becoming aware of your breath, the areas of your body that are supported by floor or bed or chair. Notice any sensations that may be occurring in your body. Sense into your feet and your arms. Give your fingers and toes a little wiggle. And when you're ready, begin to bring yourself back. Continue to notice the breath. Move your body any way that it wants to be moved. open your eyes if you feel ready. Look around the room. Orient yourself. And when you're ready, move into seated position if you've been lying down. Stretch your body if you need to. Take a big sigh if you need to. And really just take a moment to sense into your muscles and if there's less tension in perhaps your neck or your shoulders. If your nervous system feels a bit more calmed. Okay, so that is called the Tree of Life meditation, or a version of the Tree of Life meditation. It's a great example of a visualization technique meditation, and let me know in the comments how you found that, whether you're watching this live or the replay. I'd love to know what your experience was. And as you move back into your day, I would invite you to move back into your day a little more slowly, perhaps, than you came into this meditation. Move a little bit more at a relaxed pace. I know we're all busy, go, go, go. And the wonderful thing about meditation is that when we do it regularly, we automatically, without even thinking about it, begin to take this feeling of calm into little bits of our day. Sometimes it's just you'll be sitting at your computer working and you'll just all of a sudden drop into your body and notice your posture or your breath. You'll just begin to notice your own self more in your body and in your own physical self, your own mental and emotional states, and also become more attuned to the world around you. And this is a really great feeling. So just if you start doing this regularly, then just start to notice how it starts showing up in your regular life. And if this was something that you enjoyed, please let me know, because I am thinking about putting together a package with different types of beginner meditations in it. So if you'd be interested in me creating something like that and having access to it, I'd really love to know. So just shoot me something, just write in the comments meditation package, and I'll know that you're interested in it, and I can see how much feedback I get. And I hope you have a really, really, really fantastic, wonderful rest of your day or evening. And please feel free to come back and use this video anytime and this visualization to do it. And I really, really would recommend trying out different types of meditation and just incorporating it into your daily or weekly life. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week.